comes to selling your home, the right agent can make all the difference. Trust me on this one. Here to talk more about finding the perfect agent for you is Robin McMonigle from Briggs, Freeman, Sotheby's International Realty. Oh, it's a lot to get out.
It's a lot to say. Thank you for having me.
I love when you're here. So the real estate market's just a little hot right now.
It's very hot.
Just a little, yeah.
It's very hot. And this is a great topic to talk about right now because we are in the middle of the spring selling season. Between March and July, that's when the more inventory comes on than any other time of the year. So this is a perfect topic about how to find the right real estate agent.
How to find the right agent, because I think so many of us go, oh, well, my cousin just got their real estate license, or my friend, and that's just, you're sometimes doing yourself a disservice by doing that.
You definitely need to do your homework. You need to kind of round up some good prospects. And really, 64% of sellers find their listing agent through a personal referral. So talk to your neighbors, talk to your friends, kind of find out who's marketing and really working your area. You can also call a local broker and ask them who targets your area. And I always say, if you're getting a mailer from somebody in the mail, they're spending money and investing in your neighborhood, that's probably a great person to call as well.
Really, because they probably know your area really well.
Exactly.
And are you asking things like, how many properties have you sold in the last 60 days? Or, how close are you getting to your asking price for the properties you're selling?
You want to take the time to really ask them some tough questions. And I always suggest talking to at least 3 to 5 people, interviewing them, finding out how many listings they have in the area, what they've sold recently, do they really farm and market that area, and ask them to give you a comparative market analysis, take you through the comps, so you can really understand pricing and where you fit in the neighborhood and how they're going to market and communicate with you.
Okay, very, very important. Let's see, what's next? Find out the agents who are...
You want to find out if they're who they're working for. A lot of times when agents come in to take a listing, they'll tell you what you want to hear. They'll tell you that your house is worth more than the house next door.
Yeah.
And you'll give them the listing because they're spreading that hope. You want someone that's going to come in the door, that's going to give you a realistic, be honest with you, give you the right price. Because if you overprice your home and it sits on the market and then you start making price reductions, you're doing yourself a huge disservice.
Well, and what people don't understand too, Robin, is you're doing the agent a disservice too, because they're not able to do their job as well as you'd expect. And you guys actually spend quite a bit of money when you're marketing a home.
We're making a big investment.
Yeah.
We spend money before we make any money. So we're making a big investment in your property, and you want to know that that person is incentivized and wants to do the best job they can for you. And so it's important to find out from your agent, what are they going to give you? I mean, are they just going to put a sign in the yard? Because the market's so hot right now, and Texas, I mean, I think everyone around the country and around the world are kind of thinking about Texas and moving to Texas. Yeah. Our real estate's very desirable, but it still takes more than a sign in the yard because 92% of people start their search online. So is that agent going to have a presence online? You want to go with a company that has a local presence but also a global presence. That's a nice thing about Briggs Freeman with Sotheby's affiliation.
Oh, right.
We've got a huge presence across the country, but internationally as well.
Because you do have a lot of people moving in from
and that's
other
important
areas.
to think about living in Texas. We've got Toyota coming. We have all these new companies and people coming to our area. You better go with somebody that's marketing.
You're a busy lady. You're just going to keep getting busier. I just know it.
I hope so. That's the plan.
Well, thanks so much for being with us and sharing these tips. And like we said, it's a hot real estate market right now. People are actually offering more than listing prices sometimes.
Oh, it's definitely a competitive market, and you want to be priced right. That'll get you the best number for your house and the best buyer. And I would say the one thing to really think about when finding an agent is communication. Make sure you can communicate with them.
Yeah, I've done that before where I've had an agent that was just wasn't returning phone calls and I didn't feel like they were on top of it. And it's okay to fire your agent if you're not happy with...
That's the number one complaint. When I go on a listing presentation and they've been listed with another agent, they will say to me, we felt like we were in the dark. We never had any feedback. So your agent has to be able to deliver the bad news as well as the good news. They've got to be able to communicate with you because you can't make changes if you don't know.
Yeah, and it's a tough job working with so many different people because I'll bet every one of your clients is a different type of personality, so you really need to know how to sort of address
And that's something we establish in the beginning when you're talking about going through the listing agreement and our contract. We talk about how you want to be communicated. Do you like email? Do you like text? Would you prefer me to call you on the phone? So that we make sure those lines of communication are always open and we're always reaching them.
That's a great question, and I've never had an agent ask me that, and it really makes a difference because I prefer to be text messaged because I can kind of get those everywhere. And
right.
So these are great tips.
Everybody kind of has the way they prefer, so you need to know that up front so that you can.
I wish I had a house to sell.
I wish you did too.
Darn it.
Hey, we could go buy one and then sell one.
Good idea. Okay. Robin's got so many more ideas to help you sell your home and sell it quickly. You can give her a call at 214-543-6903 or check out her website at robinmcmonigle.com. And we've seen your beautiful commercial on air too.
Thank you.
Yeah,
great.
Looks so great. We're back with more broadcast right after this.